Mike Paralek here to entertain you with the help of Snow Patrol. I won't let you go. This is what you really want. This is what you asked. I wanted something more. I wanted this right here. Anyways, a song from the Divergent soundtrack, a movie I did catch about a year or so ago. I remember thinking it was interesting. Shailene Woodley, Theo James, and Ashley Judd are in the film. But I saw it approximately a year ago. I remember thinking it was interesting, and I know there's some sequels to it out there. I haven't seen them yet. Well, I wanted to get a short one out there. And talk about, get some stuff off my chest that's been on my mind regarding what I see as justification and legitimacy to first wave feminism, a topic I talk about a lot on this platform. But anyways, believe it or not, once upon a time, there were a lot of ill-intended male losers in the world, which is why, this is the heart of the reason why first wave feminism was an unfortunate political necessity to the progress of humankind. Of course, we're at the opposite end of that whole thing now. Now men are second-rate citizens and women are never as before in history has there been a higher privileged targeted demographic than white females. But anyways, but there was a time when there was legitimacy and justification. First wave feminism. I recall a memory from childhood when I first started living with my mom. And I was watching a lot of talk shows at the time, and I inquired to my mom one day. I said, "Mom, how come when a woman wants to divorce a man or leave a man, everybody feels sorry for her and says, 'Oh, the poor girl, she wasn't getting fulfillment in the relationship?'" Because that was my point of view in the whole subject matter. But if a guy says he wants to divorce or wants to leave, his wife, he's an asshole. And I remember my mom got real defensive. About, what are you talking about? If a woman even suggests that she's into a life that includes a fun and active sex life, she's a whore. Saying that with an accent, so hopefully you don't get demonetized. But she's not a nice lady, anyways. But that was, and she would go on to talk about how, in the workforce, at first it was just, we'll give equality. Every guy will have a secretary. So, so the men in the world in the 50s could have their cake and eat it too. Much the way females have their cake and eat it too in today's world. Funny how the roles have shifted and reversed. Men are now second-rate citizens. But that's why first-wave feminism is a legitimate justification. First-wave feminism. Not anything to do with second- and third-wave feminism, which have nothing to do with equality. You think modern feminism has to do with equality, and you need to check yourself before you wreck yourself, son. But my mother would mention about, the secretary. Oh, yeah, what a girl. He's a great secretary, blah, blah. Yeah, that's demeaning. That's belittling. That's demeaning. And the bitterness of my mom's voice, but she grew up in a world where, a female could not say out loud that they wanted, a life with a man with a good sex life. And just right away, she'd be, "Oh, what are you talking about? You're a woman. You're not supposed to want that." Which is not saying a whole lot about my father's bedroom manners. My father has shared with me, under no uncertain terms, the conditions and everything that led up to my conception. But that's a topic for another video. I guess I'll give you the short version now. Basically, he was a young, dumb kid who got lucky with some young, dumb girl in his parents' bed. And voila, here I am making videos on YouTube. How you doing? Which kind of brought to light a personal childhood memory years later on why I always felt at one with the universe when laying on grandma's bed watching that 13-inch black and white TV watching PBS. I wonder if aura can have lingering residue years later. After my bike ride, I gotta make sure I shower thoroughly. Okay, sorry, I'm getting off topic here. So, once upon a time, there was a legitimacy to first wave feminism. Nothing to do with feminism in the modern world. But a man in today's world has to take things on a case-by-case basis because there are 27-year-olds that can offer a physically healthy man more value than a 19-year-old, and vice versa. Gotta keep your options open. An example from my own life is years ago, before my car accident, I was involved with, back in my mindless, spineless days, I was involved with a female who was at least 13 years my junior, and she was just in awe that I could work a 12-hour shift, 4 a.m. to 4 p.m., and then go home, and then go to the Y and work out and swim, and then and she was just in awe of this. And I didn't say it at the time because, again, I was mindless, spineless, still very moronic in my own thinking. But in my head, apparently I could only be a man in my head back then. Because in my head, I'd be thinking, yeah, you'd be surprised what you can accomplish when you don't dedicate all your free time to the consumption of alcohol and nicotine. Like I said, this was before my car accident, which was going on 3 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever. But it's taken me, I actually feel like I'm starting to get my footing back. On the road, at least, getting back to where I was back then, doing all this. And my health being like 100%. Like, it was amazing. All my health issues I grew up with in my teens, so certainly in childhood, and my teens, and even in my 20s, just dissipated. But because of modern feminism, a man is supposed to be content with a woman who provides him with a V to put his erect P in every day. And as much as I would admit that prospect is attractive to me, I want more. I'm not interested in female leftovers. Yeah, she's gonna prove her love to you by giving you her female life's leftovers. She gave her prime away. No thanks. I'd rather be alone. And when I say female leftovers, should probably be specific, I mean someone who lives a whole lot of life and now wants to grace you with their time of day now so that I can take care of them in their declining years with no regards for my own happiness in life. A second-rate human. The way modern feminism sees men as second-rate citizens. No thank you, ma'am. I'd rather frickin' be alone. And to a degree, I mean, I can kind of relate. I mean, these women, they have no frickin' sense of constructiveness in their youth. It's like, they get pregnant by a guy because they have the right kind of eyes and jawline, which I understand to a degree. I mean, I can even relate. I know if if a female does not have the right kind of hips, legs, and butt, I mean the kind that I can honestly say to myself, yeah, physically, I bet she can bear me a healthy child a full term. But unfortunately, often case in real life, you have to resort to fantasy. And 90% of the female population ain't worth it. I can do that all by myself. I don't need them. Well, this one's already over 10 minutes. I didn't mean for it to be this long. I just want to get all that off my chest. And thought entered my head today. I'll share that with you and probably end this video. Quality protein-enriched baby food. It costs more money, but a bad parent will say, no, that means less money for my beer and cigarettes. So the baby gets to live on baby food that's basically sugar-enriched garbage, along with becoming a sugar addict. There's something to that. Just that thought entered my head today. I gotta wonder. All these second-rate humans becoming parents. All right, I got more constructive videos that I want to do. Right now, I gotta get home, and there's nobody behind me. I'll end it here. I'm gonna get home, get my bike ride in, and see what happens. Thank you for watching.